Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Afia Salam show. And today on this show, I have with me Mr. Steen Christensen, who is the regional coordinator for Mangroves for the Future program. And he is here in Pakistan in connection with the National Coordinating Body meeting, as well as a couple of programs which were held by the small funds grantees of this MFF program. And I would like you to meet with him, and I would like you to hear from him what he is doing here in Pakistan. Welcome to the program, Mr. Christensen, and welcome to Pakistan. And could you tell us what brings you here?
Yes. In the beginning, we had 6 member countries. These were the countries that were hit mostly by the tsunami. But our way of operating and our success have made more countries interested in joining the Mangroves for the Future. And last year, in 2010, Vietnam and Pakistan also joined the Mangroves for the Future initiative. So in each country, we have a national coordinating body that runs and directs the projects that are implemented in the country. These national coordinating bodies must consist of members from the government, members from NGOs and from the private sector. And it is this national coordinating body also in Pakistan that selects the projects that are going to be implemented. And at this time I visit Pakistan to have a meeting together with the national coordinating body and to attend some of the events that have been organized by some of our small-scale projects here.
What exactly will Pakistan benefit from by becoming a member of the MFF program? Could you just elaborate on that, please?
Yes, Mangrove for the Future is a regional initiative. That means that the experiences and lessons learned in one project site, for example in Vietnam or for example in Sri Lanka, can be shared at the national level within the country, but also at the regional level. So being a member of Mangroves for the Future means that you can share the experiences that we have from other countries, from other areas, so that when you have your own programs here, then you will have a better chance of successful implementation.
And do you have the oversight of the projects that are being granted over here?
Yes, I do not have the oversight of the projects because the oversight of the projects are actually with the national coordinating body. It's within the country. So the projects are selected by the people and it's for the people. And as a coordinator, I am trying to, for example, coordinate our communication with the donors and other stakeholders.
What is the scope of the work of the MFF projects that are being given to these grantees?
Yes, I have had some very, very good experiences here and I have seen some very, very dedicated people involved in implementing the project, so I'm very, very happy to be here. And being one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world, I am sure that we can set up some programs here that can kind of focus the work to strengthen the resilience of selected coastal communities. That is one of the projects I think that Pakistan could benefit from.
And is there any time period that within which these projects have to be completed? Is there some parameters that you can tell us about?
Yes, we have actually 3 different modalities to implement our projects. We have what we call our small grant projects, which are maybe projects that will last between 6 months and 1 year. Then we have our medium grant projects, which can last maybe 1 year or 1.5 years. And then we have our regional initiatives, where 2 or 3 countries can go together and say, we want to implement this project together because we share the same problems. And these larger projects can take up to maybe 2 years to implement.
Has Pakistan gone from the small to the medium grant stage yet?
Yes, Pakistan joined as a member country in 2010, and they have now nine small grant projects running. These small grant projects are planned to be completed in the mid of this year, and then Pakistan will be ready to take the next step to the medium grant projects. And also I should say that Pakistan is now joining two of our regional projects, which deals with coastal erosion for one of them, and another one is how to actually assure that we can provide money for sustainable use of the mangrove. That is the second project.
Will the MFF also undertake the capacity building of its small grantees here in Pakistan?
When we receive the project proposals, we receive them very often just as concept papers.
Okay.
And when they have been selected by the national coordinating body as interesting one that is worth to take further, then the secretariat from Bangkok will come here and undertake project cycle management training. And we do that to assure that the project structure is consistent in a way that there is a clear link between the objective, the tasks, the activities, and the indicators that we will use later to monitor the impact of the project.
So the reporting mechanisms are built into the system?
The reporting mechanism to the projects is built in the project, and also the reporting mechanism to our knowledge platform is built into the project, so that we can assure that the knowledge learned here or gained here is shared at the regional level between all member countries.
Is there any message you would like to give on behalf of MFF?
No, I would maybe like to send the message that mangroves is a very, very important aspect of many people's lives. The mangroves is the foundation for many of the species that people are actually dependent upon. For example, fisheries in many areas is entirely dependent on mangroves, as are wood collection, as are collection of leaves and other things for human consumption. And there are many, many aspects in which the mangroves is extremely important, and not to forget that also mangroves as such is a bioshield towards natural disasters. We have, for example, storms and cyclones that provide leads to big waves that lead to flooding of the cities, and with a bioshield, with a mangrove area in front of the city, it is much more protected than without the mangroves. So protection of the mangrove should be a priority also in Pakistan.
And would you like to tell us what your impressions of Pakistan and the Pakistanis have been now that since you've been here the first time?
Yes, it's the first time I'm in Pakistan. I am very, very impressed about the hospitality I have met everywhere and the dedication to the Mangroves for the Future initiative. So I'm very grateful for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Christensen, for giving this time to us and explaining to us what Mangroves for the Future program is. And I would like our viewers and our readers also to look it up and see how within their own sphere of work, within the communities they will work with, they can be a part of it. Thank you once again.